Calling Jacob Blankslag regarding a custody dispute call. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, is this Jacob?
This is.
Hey, Jacob. This is Officer McCartney calling PD.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. What's up?
So yeah, I got my kids call 723. I'm rolling into Coleraine. I was just seeing if you're available just to be as a civil standby on my call. She already is not communicating in the app with me, and I also want to just document the fact that I'm guessing she's not going to do the video option and the other things. But that was what I was hoping for. Seeing if you could assist me with that if you have no other pressing.
No, I could meet you.
Yeah.
So
I'm just pulling in. Where do you want to meet? I'm trying not to keep, even though Smoke on the Water is the best restaurant on earth, I just try until we actually switch shit where people believe that police are good to be spotted and are actually helping people too once in a while. Let's try to meet somewhere, I don't know, else.
Okay, where would you like?
How about the Trout Lake Police Center there, or whatever?
At the PD?
Or the PD? I'll come to the PD. I'm coming to you. I'm trying to make it easy as possible.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I'll meet you. I'm just pulling in. I'll meet you at the Trout Lake PD right in a couple minutes.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye. calling?
So I just checked the app. She's not checking the app again. The icon shows. I just want to, and I'm just documenting this as we go here.
Yeah.
So on the app there, 7:28. It doesn't show. It would show her face. Little that if she checked it. See how that would show her icon of the face there, the orange. And
Yep.
So she has not checked it. It's 7:28. This is me basically saying make sure all the kids are, all present. Can make sure we have the video option. And like last time, she tried to say that she tried to send me a link. She's supposed to be communicating in this app. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to prove. And then if she tries to say that the Google link or whatever, that technology lie that she gave you last time, I just want to make sure that's documented. We got a little fire truck backing up here. What's going on here? But it's good to use this building. Oh, and you can't request that that's on?
Yep, it is.
Bingo. Alright. And just as we're waiting, how would I know when it's off or on? I have to ask you. That's the part that I'm still struggling with.
So if I'm out here and I'm talking to you or I'm talking to somebody else, it's going to be on.
Oh, good. You know how many officers and sheriffs don't do that around the state?
It's going to be on.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I think you're supposed. Isn't that the policy? What is the policy for the? Because you guys follow the Itasca County policy or Coleraine policy?
We have our own policy.
Okay, you have your own policy.
We have our own policy,
okay.
And it's for it's required to be on if there's going to be anything, potentially anything of evidentiary value.
Okay, good.
And personally, I like having it on
covers you.
all the time.
Yeah.
Because that just helps cover me.
I was actually
cover everybody.
I was actually at the meetings, just to make a documentary out of this, in Fairville Police when they were just thinking about getting the body cams. I think it was Chief Baylor at the time or whatever, and he was very for it to protect you guys. Because there's all kinds of criminals accusing you. And it just I don't even know whatever happened at the Zorbov's brawl, that fight that I was with Finn at. I don't even know who got charged and all that, but I saw how I was there sober and I watched how the victims were trying to troll those sheriffs and try to act like they're pushing them and hunting them. So that was actually a protection for you guys on that.
Yep. 100%. I'm very happy to have the body cams.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, 7:30. So usually, get right on it. I send a text again. I've been doing this for almost 3 years, so at varying levels. But I wanna. So now it's I write at 7:31. I text her on the app saying I don't have the call. 7:31, no call. Sent the message. She still has not checked the message that I sent earlier at 4:40. I sent a message at 4:41 p.m. today, talking about the call, so she had plenty of time. It's now 4, 5, 6, 3 hours later. She still hasn't checked the app. The app close. That was ordered by activist Judge Carrie Anderson from the Rice County Courthouse. And again, while we're waiting here, and now we got a couple things going on. This activist judge in the beginning required me to have every call recorded and made my attorney spend all that extra time. And I actually, almost for the first year or so, I had to have every call recorded. I had to give it to my attorney's Nisi Strand. We had to send it to her attorney, predatory attorney Mary Hahn in Northfield, Minnesota. And I think we probably did 20, 30, 40, 30 calls. They were all fine. And then all of a sudden, I also had on my kids' call, I used to have our neighbor Paul Duville that sat in with the kids, and it went really well. We made her leave the building. We made her leave the house. The kids talked way more when my parental alienating ex-wife was out of the building or out of the house. She actually had to leave the property. You can go back and check on the MCRO site and see that order. And then all of a sudden, this activist Judge Carrie Anderson removed that requirement, saying Mom can stay in the house. And also, we don't need a chaperone. Got rid of Paul Duville, and then the calls were just going even worse. And then also took away my ability to record the children so that I could document how bad this was. And I did that anyway after the fact because I'm their father, and I believe I have that right. How can a judge say, you know what, you got to record your kids, and wait, now you're not going to record your kids. And so I did that. I told the judge in open court that if she's not going to let me prove the abuse of my children, I'm going to upload those files to Mindy's, and I did. And what did she do? She threw me in jail for 5 days over Thanksgiving. And I had all my goats loaded up in my trailer, I think over 100 at the time. My friends were scrambling to take care of them, take care of my dogs. It was a nightmare and a mess. By activist Judge Carrie Anderson, who was prompted by predatory attorney Mary Hahn from Northfield, Minnesota. All right. You see, it's 7:33, still no call. Any other alienated parents know, if you say, hey, what's going on, they're going to try to be you for being too frivolous or too, so we're going to give her a little bit of time. Natural stuff happens. Also want to just kind of keep talking about other stuff. It used to be on a computer screen when we first started. The kids would all be sitting down. Just getting worse and worse and worse, and she doesn't use the phone. All she does uses her cell phone now. And I actually have it in part of my document recording, hand recordings, that the kids are like, we want to do video, and they asked Mom, Amanda, and Amanda said, I don't know how to turn that function on. So my own children have had to figure out how to run the video option and switch it to Google Meets and do a Google Meets call. And that's what she tried to pull last week. She tried to say that the kids tried to call on a Google Meets call. I have no record of the Google Meets call coming on. I got those screenshots. I sent it to the officer here. And so I'm trying to see what she's going to try next. She's always constantly changing the rules, not being called out on court orders. She was never reprimanded in court once in 3 years for any of these activities by activist Judge Carrie Anderson. Activist Judge Carrie Anderson also harassed my people that were at the hearing multiple times, accusing Rich Graves of being on my side when he sat in the gallery in the back of the court. Also accused another person that was there on my behalf of texting me during court, being on her phone, while my ex's friends were sitting right next to her, and they were also on their phones too, and the judge said nothing to them after she reprimanded the person that was there on my behalf. All right, 7:35. So here's the thing. Again, the judge says we only can talk on this Close app. So I'm very nervous on trying to keep texting her, and her predatory attorney Mary Hahn and I got the emails to prove it. I'm like, hey, can I text her? Can I not? Do I even have an HRO? I don't really know if I even technically have an HRO order on. The judge in the final decree just wrote a very restrictive order that looks like an HRO, but technically I don't have a false HRO, and I just want to say I've never beat anybody. I've never abused my children, and any of the HROs that people have tried to grant on me, I've never done. And that was another thing I learned. While we're talking, other thing I learned I think it was Sheriff Belcourt. Sheriff Belcourt told me that judges give HROs out like candy, quote, end quote. Back when I was first starting this about a year ago, just kind of handing them out. And that's another thing. I've actually been fighting HROs, the ones that people have been trying to put on me. And the last one, we finally had a good judge, Judicial Officer Tyler Annette, who was, I thought, doing really good rulings in the Itasca County 9th District, and magically and mysteriously they cut him. So I don't know wherever Tyler Annette is out there, but he helped me actually in my last false HRO get it denied, and because we shouldn't be able to be slapping these false HROs on people that are not earning them. So, all right, well, it's looking like it's 7:37, so I will now say another thing on the app close. Still no call. And then now, just if I don't say anything, I'm going to totally miss my call. So it's 7:37. So now I have 3 messages here. So the officer, she still's not checking those. I am going to switch over to texting her, which I don't like to do because I'm trying to keep the court record all. And obviously the judge never said we could text, but magically and mysteriously she's allowed to do that. And then that also potentially bait me into going over here and trying to get me for harassing her on text messages. All right, so we're going to go down, scroll down, and I'm going to go still no kids call. And that's what the real thing is. I don't really want to put a lot of stuff in the text because the judge is making the kids run the cell phone all the time, and my kids can read the text. So I don't want my kids to see mom and dad interactions on the text chain, That's why we're supposed to be talking like good parents in the app close app. All right, so no kids call. The one nice thing about, so now on this one we can see if she checks it. So I don't know, she must be on Android. It's not an iPhone, but right now I said still no kids call, and there's two. On my phone it has two little circles, and they're still hollow right now. So she has not checked that. But in the past, I can document when she checks her text messages, since she is not talking to me in the app close app, where I could track that even better. They always make you leave your car running?
Oh,
This
yeah.
side thing.
Yeah, all the equipment in there. If I shut the car off and drain the battery.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's I figured that with the computers and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Computer, radio,
Sure.
radar, all
But
that
hey,
stuff in
it's
there.
better than sitting in an office. At least you're out and moving around and getting
Yep.
out and helping with this, and I appreciate that. And hopefully we don't get any more urgent calls or anything. Let's see.
I did get the transcripts, by the way.
Oh, you did? The ones I
did,
sent you?
yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I sent Officer McCartney the transcripts. That's why I really love this app called App Close. I was actually kind of annoyed in the beginning because the judge initially ordered me to do Our Family Wizard, and it's like 140 some bucks a year, and then I had to renew it, and then all of a sudden her final decree, the judge said, actually we're going to use App Close, which is a free app, so I just spent another 140 bucks on an app that I'm not using. Just the family court, just keep the money rolling. So, but now that I'm on App Close, I recommend it to anybody that's trying to document this type of stuff, not even if you're going through a parental custody. And the other thing that really, Our Family Wizards was extreme. Oh, here we go. We got the call coming in. All right, and I cannot record according to the court. Someone with that. Hello.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Seth. Do you know do you know why this is not a video call?
I don't know. What?
Do you know why it's not a video call? Don't you want to see? I want to see your little smiling faces.
Um, 1 second, Dad.
Okay. we'll see what happens here. Alright, so I guess we'll give him some time to call back again. I just want to prove that I am not recording this phone call. Everything is paused there because activist judge will not let me record these calls. And I've been having to watch this for over almost 3.5 years. These kids do not fear me. These kids love me. And they've been talked way too much about the court, which we've been complaining. I got multiple emails. Actually, I was forced to go to over 40 different supervised care visits at the Owatonna Center for Family Unity. And they picked up on it right away, Kathy did, that the kids were talking way too much about the court orders, and these kids are supposed to be kids. They're not supposed to be worrying about court orders. And she actually wrote an emergency email to Mary Hahn, which I can post up on my Facebook, that said these kids know way too much about the courts. Tell mom to knock it off and stop talking about it. Oh, here we go again. Now we're back on a phone call. All right, well, I'll have somebody help figure it out, okay, guys? So we gotta go. I'll call you.
I'm aware.